The story opens as we see the blood-red skies above New York, where we are taken to the Daily Bugle, where the staff are in for the news story of their lives and the life beyond. As smoke and cinder billow from the nearby buildings, we are taken inside the iconic newspaper office, where we see our hero Spider-Man holding off dozens of Bugle staff who appear to be infected with a zombie-like illness. With the likes of J. Jonah Jameson and only a few staff members alive, Peter fights off the infected hordes to give his friends the time they need to escape this hellish fate. Telling the group to hold on, Peter is suddenly ambushed by former staff member Betty Brant, Jonah's secretary, and the first love of Peter's life. If this wasn't enough heartbreak, Peter too was attacked by a zombified Robbie Robertson, one of the first people to believe in Peter when he was first hired, and one of his closest mentors. Reminding himself that these people were gone and were replaced by these monsters, Spider-Man fought his way through the army, clearing a path for Jonah and the others to escape. As Jameson pulled the fire alarm to cause a distraction to the hordes, Peter made a final desperate call to the Avengers, who had been shockingly absent during this attack. Once again receiving nothing but static, Peter believed that Earth's mightiest heroes were gone, and for the very first time in his life, he felt truly hopeless. Not having the heart to tell Jonah the news, Spider-Man told him that he called the other heroes and instructed them to get to safety. Going to war with the undead, Peter felt hope somewhat return when he heard the voice of Hawkeye through his watch, saying that they were knee-deep in zombies, but were en route to his location. Knowing that he had to buy time, Spider-Man felt his spider sense go off where he felt a zombie behind him. Striking into the creature, Peter remarked at how powerful this one felt, his bruised body barely able to stand, and his senses feeling off. Out of nowhere, Peter was violently struck from behind with a rock by one of the zombies. However, this one was no ordinary corpse. This was the bloodied, infected body of none other than his Aunt May, demanding for Spider-Man to tell her where her nephew was. In a disturbed, twisted manner, May was still somewhat in control of her actions, using her newfound strength to brutalize Spider-Man, asking just what this menace did to Peter. With each brutal blow, Peter received flashbacks of the kind woman May once was, unable to fight back against who he loved as a mother. As the bruised Spider-Man limped against the wall, he finally decided to give the crazed woman just what she wanted, taking off his mask, revealing his identity as Peter Parker. Shocked at this revelation, it seemingly broke May out of her undead trance, where she asked her nephew just where she was, only to break down sobbing at the monster that she had become. With tears in her eyes, she pleaded with Peter to kill her and end this nightmare she had been living for so long. Knowing this was the only way, Peter began to pummel Aunt May, beating her head to a paste, all while convincing himself that this was not her. As May's crimson corpse lay on the Bugle floor, Peter knew it was all over, for his arm was wounded in battle and felt the virus soon taking over him. Opening the door from one of his offices, Jonah saw the wounded Spider-Man and went to help him, only for the now fully zombified Peter, surrounded by legions of the undead, to turn around and scream at the man and the rest of his friends to run for their lives.